Okay, so now I'm kind of gonna do a mock makeup application. My mannequin already has makeup on it, so I'm not gonna go in and put more makeup on it because it's already got some on it. I need to wash it off. But for the makeup application, basically, I would first off, if we're talking about for the practical, I would make sure that my model obviously brings in their own foundation shade so we can avoid the whole how to, shade match. But if I did need to shade match, I would do it on the jawline because that's the best place to test it. You can also look at your client as their undertones and their veins, kind of get a good idea of what their undertone might be, and that'll help you kind of find the best foundation for your client. So basically what I would do in a makeup application is I like to start with the eyebrows. I always think it's easiest to start with the eyebrows just because, I don't know, I feel like if you do the brows first, it kind of sets the whole tone for what your makeup is going to look like. And I like a nice strong brow. So I'd start with the eyebrows. I'd probably use like a pencil or powder or a pomade, more than likely. So I would use, I like to use pomades on myself. And if I'm doing a really full coverage look, then I would say I'd use a pomade. So let's just say we're going to use a pomade. I already used the pomade on her anyway, and this is what her brows look like. Obviously, it'd look a little bit better if she had real eyebrows, but she doesn't. So I do the brows first, and then I would go in and do the eye makeup, because I like to do the eye makeup after I do the brows before you put on any foundation, because some eyeshadows can have fallout, and if there is fallout, you can just take a little brush and brush it away from underneath the eyes, instead of ruining your whole foundation. So basically, I'm going to go in with a couple of different colors. So for this one, for instance, I used like a dark kind of burgundy color in the transition shade area in her crease. It's hard to tell now because it's kind of rubbed off a little bit, but I went in with like this burgundy color, and then I went in with like a slightly darker color, burgundy color, to kind of deepen it up. So that's two colors. So you would have your transition, which is going to be the lighter of the two crease shades, and then you have your darker crease shade, and then after that I would go in with the lid color, which is this like really cool, like iridescent looking, like greenish purplish color that I used on the lids. And basically just for blending eyeshadow, you just want to make sure you get like a fluffy blending brush and just really blend it well in there so you don't have any like really harsh lines. And then after that, obviously, I'd go in with the eyeliner. We did give her a winged eyeliner look. And then after I get done with the eyes, I would go ahead and go in with the foundation. So we're going to say that I matched her for foundation using the jawline technique, and we found her right foundation. And we're going to say that I went ahead and applied it all over her face using a brush. So like a flat top brush, kabuki type, would be a good one for foundation, or you could use a sponge. But we went in with foundation. We did concealer under the eyes. Just do a little bit lighter color of concealer than you would do your foundation to brighten the under eyes. You could do bronzer, I guess, for a day look. Contour is more of a night look, so if I was wanting to make this more of a night look, I would take it up a notch with like some concealer, highlight, lashes, etc. But we're saying that this is a day look, even though the lips are dark. Sometimes I like a dark lip during the day. But I would go in, concealer under the eye, and then once I'm done with concealer, I would powder the whole face to set everything, do a blush on the apples of the cheeks. She could have the client smile to kind of help find those points, but it's kind of your preference, honestly. I mean, obviously you don't want it to be like all the way over here, but some people like to have it more over here than they do on the apples of their cheeks, which is how I wear my blush. So going with blush, and then after I applied all the face products, let's say I put on bronzer as well, I'd go in and do my lip products. So here she's wearing a dark burgundy liquid lipstick to kind of enhance the burgundy that it's in her eye look. It's a darker look, but I like dark looks like that. So you could apply the lip liner first. If you don't feel comfortable just applying a basic lipstick, the lip liner is just going to help ensure longevity. So I would apply it first around the lip, the line of the lip, and then I would, usually what I like to do with lip liner is I like to kind of fill in the whole lips with lip liner and then go on top with the liquid lipstick or whatever lipstick I'm using, because that just gives extra longevity to it. So I would go in with the lip liner and then the lipstick. Usually I like to use a setting spray, spritz after I'm done to set everything. But say if we needed to kick this up to a night look, I would add contour, I would add lashes, I would add highlight, I would, I mean, this could be really more of a night look. I would try to darken the corners here up a little bit, or even on the inner corners too, darken up both sides so it's still the same look, but it's darker. And then you would have, you know, the lighter color in the center to kind of make your lids pop a little bit. But definitely highlight, contour, lashes. For lash application, you want to take it out of the container using your tweezers. Pull from the outer edge. You don't want to pull from the inner edge, because that can mess up your lashes. So you pull from the outer edge, carefully removing them from the packaging. To measure them, you're going to hold them up to your client's eye and see how much maybe might be hanging off of the edge. If there's a lot hanging off, then you're going to want to cut however much is hanging off. And then you're going to want to bend them to kind of fit the eye shape, because they can be really straight coming out of the packaging. And then you apply them, you hold them with the tweezers, apply the glue to an applicator stick, and then apply it onto the lashes. And then you can apply it to the eye. To secure it with the eye, you're going to want to use your tweezers again and gently pinch so that it kind of connects with your natural lashes. But that's about it for the makeup application. So, yep, and I believe that's everything that we cover on the practical. So, alright.